What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here. It is January 1st, 2024. Guys, the bull run starts this year. That is right. If someone is saying it's not, they're lying to you. The bull run is going to start this year. That means hardware prices are going to explode. ASIC prices are going to explode. Everything is going to go through the roof. So if you don't have your hardware yet, you're going to pretty much miss out because you're going to be overpaying for anything out there. Regardless, we're going to take a look at the current state of crypto mining, looking at GPUs, CPUs, some FPGAs, as well as ASICs to see what things are looking like at the start of the year. So right out of the get-go, we can see the GPU side of things, the RTX 4090, which has been pretty much the dominant GPU since it's been released, and the 5090 is probably going to release sometime at the end of next year. We'll have to wait and see. It might be delayed a little bit past that, or it might release then. We still don't know, but regardless, we got the 4090 coming in at $1.63 on a Lithium, the 4080 on Pyron, 87 cents. So we can just scroll down. Now, the most popular GPU in existence, well, actually, it's probably the Polaris GPUs, the 580s, 570s, but the last bull run made it the 3070s from NVIDIA. This guy is sitting around 42 cents. So, you know, it's not the greatest, but it is coming up. We're not in the negatives. Things are looking pretty good, about where they should be, which, you know, is very interesting because originally it wasn't looking like this was actually going to come back. But the deciding factor is still how many GPUs are going to turn on when prices start exploding. Let's continue down the list here. Let's kind of go down and see where the 580s are. That'll be a good indicator to see how profitability is really looking like. If those crap GPUs are making money, then we know we're ready to roll. So let's just, I don't even see. Here's a 590, 2 cents. Oh, I don't think, yeah, 580. Oh, wow, a 580 is actually making 1 cent. That's crazy to think about, but you're actually making a penny with an RTX 580. Now, that is 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Most of you guys have more expensive power. Some of you have cheaper power. But, you know, for the 3070s and stuff, you know, we are looking pretty good on GPUs January 1st, 2024. Now, guys, if you are looking for ASIC type of hardware, I do recommend Crypto Miner Bros. I do have a link down in the description, and code RABID is $50 off per item. That means if you actually buy 10 S21s, that is $50 off 10 items. It is not $50 off your entire cart. It is per item. And they got all the latest hardware from all the manufacturers on all the ASICs you could ever need. Now, prices may look a little higher at first, but this is the price to get it right to your doorstep. That's including import fees as well as shipping fees. You go somewhere else and you still have to add shipping and import fees on top of all that, making this end up being the better deal. So head on over to Miner Bros today, order your ASICs now, link down in the description. Okay, let's head on over to the CPU mining calculator at rabidmining.com, my website here, and looking at the Ryzen 3900X, which is one of the most popular CPUs to get for mining, mostly because you can find it pretty cheap in the used market. 11 cents per kilowatt hour, calculate one of these, and it looks like we're over $1 after power costs at 11 cents. You know, $1.35 if you had free power. We're over double the profitability of a GPU, and a complete 3900X, depending where you live, is cheaper than like a 3070. Again, if you can find the good prices, it all depends where you live. So I can't 100% guarantee that. Some of you guys may pay like 5 times the price. You know, here in Canada, things are starting to get pretty expensive for, you know, the AM4 platform in general. We got Avian here at over $1. We got Mecu AI here, 86 cents. Dagger's at 84. Where's Zeph? It seems to be dropping quite a bit. It's down to only 47 cents. The price has been coming down, and the hash rate is still hovering around all-time highs. We are seeing massive hash rate influx coming in from all the Black Friday sales, all the Zeph hype, and that's just bringing down that profitability, especially if this price doesn't get back up to $50. It's down to 16. It lost over 50%. We got Vars Chain here at 46. You know, we got 41 cents at Yada Coin here. Bitorium, 30 cents. All sorts of profitability happening on a 3900X. Let's jump up now to the 7900X, which is one of my most favorite. Oh, I don't have all the algorithms here, so I'm going to go to the 7950X here. I got to finish testing the 7900X. So here, the 7000 series is now pretty much my go-to because prices have been coming down and they're just much more efficient now over the 3 and 5000 series. And we can see Avian is at $1.75, Reaction $1.62 after power, Mexi $1.27, Dagger's $1.23. This is all after power. That is insane. Over $1 after power. Zeph is at 74 cents, even though it is coming down, which we just mentioned. Now let's scroll back up. Let's take a look at the Kingpin, the big bad boy, Dual Epic 7742. Now this used to be a real, I'm gonna have to go the single epic here because the dual epic, I don't have all the algorithms for either. Okay, then you're usually only mining Random X or Ghost Rider anyway. So let's take a look here. Scroll on down. Reaction $7.68 after power. Dagger 645. Where is Zeph? $3.87. Raptorium is at $3.47. Wow, Raptorium is almost as profitable as Zeph is right now. And Raptorium has some big things coming, guys. Don't count that thing out. There's going to be some major game-changing things happening on the Raptorium blockchain. Bitorium is even over $2. That's crazy. Monero, 99 cents. That's not too bad being Monero and all. But this thing now is very expensive. I got this and it was cheaper than building, 8 3900Xs. It's using the power of about 6 or 7, but now they went up like $1,000 USD. So it is not worth buying epics at this point when you're looking at a value to hash rate. Now for density, they're still really good, but when it comes to the price to hash, it's not good anymore. All right, so let's have a look at some ASIC miners. And as we know, without a doubt, the Kaspa ASICs are still destroying the profitability. It has been months that these have been the top ASICs, and they continue to do so. The KS3 9.4 terahash is at $86 a day at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Now remember, this thing was $3,300 a day or something, but obviously that profitability has dropped, but they're still the dominant ASIC here. Scrolling on down here, what else we got? The Jasminer X16P, $10.51 a day. Now keep in mind, ASIC miner value does not have the most profitable coin listed. I think they're using like FW or something here, which isn't a very good coin, but hey, if it does something, it does something. But right now it's not looking too hot. So we got the X16P though, regardless, 1051. We got the KS1 at 865. The D9 is at 846. The T21 not released yet, 812 for Bitcoin. Look at the power, like 3600 watts for $8 a day. You could fit so much more profitable hardware for that amount of power and double or triple this type of income here. So, as a home miner, I don't recommend Bitcoin miners, but if you're into Bitcoin, you probably still want to get your hands on that. We got the L7 9.5 gigahash monster, $5.37 a day. Now, you may or may not believe me, but what if I told you the X5 is currently making about $24 a day right now at half the power of the L7? That is actually happening. More on that on a later date. Interesting things to come. L7 9.3 is at a little over $5 here. Scrolling on down, we got the X16Q, $3.58. I think it's really around $5 or $6 depending on what you're mining. X4 $3.53. So there's profitability everywhere. The ASIC side of things is not looking hot. It looks like still the dominant force is obviously all the Kaspa miners, and that's pretty much a given. But more miners are coming. The KA3 has actually been very profitable lately. It's not looking good right now, but I think the other day it was around $25. Cadena has been seeing some pumps happening, so it's going to be a very interesting bull run because Cadena is actually starting to show some signs of life. So that's one coin we are going to have to kind of keep our eyes on. So regardless, this is what ASICs are currently looking like. All right, and now we're taking a look at the FPGA side of things, the E300 and the C1100. Now the only coin I've tested so far on the C1100 is Ironfish, so that's the only one that's there in green. So here we can start with the E300 here. Kyla coin is still the worst coin to mine currently based on daily profitability. Future profitability is a totally different situation, especially we don't know what coin is going to pump to what. But right now it is looking like free power, or I guess after power at 11 cents is a little over $2.09 here. Free power is $3.21. Now, Ironfish has been the dominant coin to mine here ever since Ironfish released and FPGA's release. They are in testnet. The hash algorithm is changing, so expect that fork to happen probably anytime within the next probably sometime in January we could see that happen. So sometime this month, possibly. I think it's been over a month now in the test net. We'll just have to wait and see what happens here. But before power, free power here, $4.85, or if you have 11 cents per kilowatt hour, $4.22. Very efficient FPGA algorithm. Radiant here is in second place, $4.53 if you had free power, and $3.25 after power. And the C1100 here coming in on Ironfish is $1.55 if you did have free power, or $1.35 after power. All right, guys, so there we have it. That is the current state of crypto mining, looking at the current profitability of a coins on multiple pieces of hardware. So let me know down below in the comment section, are you ready for the bull run? Do you have your hardware in order, power in order, power prices decently okay? And what coin are you guys mining? Are you on GPUs? Are you on CPUs? Are you on ASICs? Are you rocking FPGAs? Are you mixed on everything? Kind of like how I am, because it doesn't matter what I'm mining with, I look for some profitability, and that's what I usually have turned on. Thank you for checking out this video. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.